During his presidential run in 2008, Obama pledged to bring about a liberal legislative agenda with a government that was more open, transparent, and accountable to the American people. Originally, President Obama had a Democratic majority in Congress that greatly respected him. Obama's crowning piece of legislation was the Affordable Care Act of 2010, which sought to make health care affordable for all. Other important pieces of legislation that Obama signed into law dealt with the recession, unemployment, and financial regulation, such as the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. In 2010, Obama lost the Democratic majority in the House, and the same happened in the Senate in 2014. Due to a divided Congress, Obama used executive orders to fulfill parts of his legislative agenda, including his two most controversial ones to implement gun control and immigration reform. Obama also used his veto power on only 8 instances, which is the fewest since President Harding. President Obama's vetoes to stop the repeal of the Affordable Care Act and to stop the Keystone XL pipeline from being built and operated were his most controversial ones. President Obama has served during some of the most divided congressional sessions in American history. In 2013, the government shut down after a budget could not be reached. Many Republicans have chosen to not work with the president at all, leaving many issues unaddressed. While Obama had tried to pursue bipartisanship, many accused him of giving up way too easily. Barack Obama earns a grade of a B for his role as chief legislator because of his ability to successfully pass key elements of his agenda. However, his failure to achieve more with Congress prevents him from scoring higher. President Obama had no set military doctrine, but he learned from the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan to make sure that the U.S. armed forces must be able to succeed in both current and future operations while preventing future wars. During his presidency, Obama repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell so that the military is more inclusive of the LGBT community. In 2011, he ended the war in Iraq and officially withdrew forces that year. He also continued to dismantle al-Qaeda and the Taliban in Afghanistan. However, this fight has expanded to areas in Africa. Osama bin Laden was killed in an operation approved by Obama in 2011, which was a win in the war on terror. In the past 2 years, in order to deal with the growing threat of ISIS, Obama has approved military airstrikes and the use of special operations to combat the terrorist group. However, despite pulling troops out of Iraq, President Obama left a void of power in the region which led to the growth of ISIS. The war in Afghanistan has also only escalated, and troops are now expected to be brought home in 2017. He was also willing to play politics with national security by vetoing the National Defense Authorization Act of 2016 because he wanted more money for his domestic agenda. While Obama did lead great military reform and successfully eliminated Osama bin Laden, his lack of foresight in Iraq and his inability to finish the war in Afghanistan earns him a grade of a C for his role as commander-in-chief. When Barack Obama was elected, America was in the midst of the worst economic recession since the Great Depression. During his time in office, he has been able to fulfill his campaign promises regarding the economy by lowering the unemployment rate and creating more economic opportunities for Americans through job investments. By supporting Keynesian economics, Obama was able to lead the economy in a positive direction. In 2009, when President Obama first took office, the unemployment rate was at 10% and is now at 4.9%, which is lower than the historical average. Corporations have also seen their highest profits in history, the stock market has recovered, and inflation has been kept at a low total of only 11.8%. Obama supported the Buffett rule for taxation, which was a higher tax rate on the wealthy in order to alleviate the stress off of the middle class. After the practices of the financial sector led to the recession, many regulations were put on the industry through the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, which Obama strongly supported. Also, Obama signed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act in 2009 in order to stimulate the economy and curb the growing unemployment rate. However, the federal debt under President Obama has hit an unprecedented high. Wages for workers in America have also stagnated, while corporate profits have hit record numbers. President Obama earns a grade of an A- for his role as guardian of the economy for the rapid improvement of the economic situation in America during his presidency. However, the federal debt and wage stagnation prevents him from scoring higher. Rather than continue the aggressive approach of George W. Bush, Barack Obama strove to secure nuclear weapons worldwide and used diplomacy to carve out stronger alliances and prevent further conflict. To accomplish his goal, the United States signed the New START Treaty with Russia, which reduced the number of active nuclear arms. In 2015, Obama welcomed Russian President Vladimir Putin to the United States, which was controversial due to the recent actions of Russia in Ukraine. America also participated in the Paris Agreement, which is a worldwide agreement that seeks to reduce climate change. Under the Obama administration, America has become more respected worldwide. The United States gained respect by reducing operations in the Middle East and repaired previously torn relationships with several foreign countries. For example, the United States and other nations participated in a deal with Iran, which removed the economic sanctions on the country if Iran did not make a nuclear weapon. Despite Obama's diplomatic efforts, there have been drawbacks. Both the Paris Agreement and the Iran deal are not treaties, and they do not have to go through Congress, and the next president of the United States can easily repeal them. America also participated in the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is a free trade treaty, and critics believe it will negatively impact the nation if approved by Congress. Obama's willingness to use diplomacy over military intervention earns him a grade of a B+. However, his potentially disastrous trade deal and lack of treaties for key agreements prevents him from scoring higher. Barack Obama was the first African-American president of the United States and has been seen by many as a symbol for social equality and justice and being a leader of the progressive movement. President Obama was a very effective speaker who used transcendence, repetition, and body language in order to connect with his audience and emphasize key points. His most powerful speech occurred as a result of a mass shooting at a school in Newtown, Connecticut, where he pushed for gun control legislation. It was very rare for Obama to address the public unless it was a crisis. However, he did appear in many media interviews which caused citizens to view Obama as very down-to-earth. Even though he connected with Americans, Obama's approval ratings were consistently around 47%. During his presidency, Obama developed innovative solutions to crises in order to protect Americans. For example, due to the rising threat of ISIS, Obama was seen as a leader in building an international coalition to combat the terrorist group and using new methods that kept soldiers out of the war zone. However, he reacted slowly to many problems. For example, Obama took weeks to develop a plan that would contain the spread of Ebola in Africa. For his role as head of state, President Obama earns an A due to his ability to both connect to and protect the American people and give powerful speeches. Obama would have scored higher had he reacted to crises quicker. Barack Obama advocated for a liberal agenda and was seen as the face of the Democratic Party throughout his presidency. During congressional elections, he would endorse, campaign, and use social media to get people to vote for Democratic candidates. Barack Obama consistently embraced the ideology and positions of his party. His most notable progressive effort was the passage of Obamacare that continues to give many people cheap access to health care. Obama was the first president to support gay marriage in America and oversaw the expansion of LGBT rights, which reflected the goals of his party to ensure equality. Despite the fact that President Obama was successful in passing legislation, the Democratic Party lost several governorships, Senate seats, House seats, and other political offices. Congress had become dominated by the Republican Party, and the ideological divide between the Republicans and Democrats only increased. Many people have accredited the policies of Obama and the expansion of government with causing the Democratic Party to lose in elections during his presidency. Obama also did not lead an ideological restructuring of the party, and it is too early to tell if 2008 was an electoral realignment. President Obama receives a C for his role as chief of party. While Obama heavily advocated for a liberal government, the Democratic Party lost many political offices throughout the United States, which prevents him from scoring higher. President Barack Obama led America using a unique style of leadership. When he traveled to other countries, he was courteous to his hosts. However, back home, he was stern and hard-pressing if a national issue occurred. Obama sought to expand the size of government in order to improve the lives of Americans, rather than to fulfill political motivations. For example, Obama imposed strict environmental regulations in order to have cleaner air. President Obama would use his staff as his advisors. However, his cabinet was still considered very well educated and diverse. Due to political gridlock, Obama waited the longest for any president to get confirmation of his appointees, with a 35-day average. His appointments faced contention from Republicans as they tried to withhold his appointees to obtain legislative wants. Obama's staff and cabinet stayed rather intact throughout his first term. However, he would change both of them after being elected to his second term in 2012. His big cabinet change was replacing Hillary Clinton with John Kerry as Secretary of State. Obama earns a grade of a B+ for his role as chief executive because of his willingness to increase the size of the government in order to help the people and having a unique leadership style. However, his contention with Congress regarding his appointments and not using his cabinet to his advantage prevents him from scoring higher. To be considered a cool dad of America in chief, one must be a dad, the President of the United States, and cool all at the same time. President Obama was given this honorary role from 2008 to 2016. He was a hip and cool dad as he had Facebook, Twitter, and even his own website. Used daily to communicate with the nation, this use of social media truly showed he was tech savvy. To make him an even cooler dad, he had a private helicopter to bring his daughters and their friends anywhere they liked. However, Obama did not completely fit the role of a cool dad, as he did not have a dad bod. This physical trait is essential to be a good, cool dad of America in chief, and is when you are overweight yet still have a six-pack. The greatest cool dad of America in chief was Theodore Roosevelt for his combination of having a dad bod and doing cool stuff. Thus, Obama was given a B+ as he had quality traits of being a hip dad, yet lacked a dad bod, the essential component of the role of cool dad of America in chief. President Barack Obama earns a final grade of a B for his presidency. He was very strong as guardian of the economy, head of state, and chief diplomat. His ability to fix the economy and his nuclear deal with Iran were critical to his legacy. He was very mediocre as chief executive and chief legislator. He will always be remembered for Obamacare and using executive orders to bypass the divided Congress. However, he did poorly for his role as commander-in-chief and chief of party, based on the fact that he removed the United States too early from Iraq, causing the growth of ISIS, and he also was not able to have his party remain the majority in Congress. Due to doing poor in these two roles, his grade was significantly lowered from what it could have been.